It's a beautiful day, but it's chilly. We got the Squadra here parked in the street right now. And we're gonna go see some friends. We're gonna go see Chris and Joey. If you guys recall, Chris has a barnyard Ferrari, and Joey was also in that video with the X5, and we're all high school buddies, and they're both in town right now, which is very rare. So I'm gonna pop by quickly and say hi, and bring you guys with me. So Chris isn't home yet, so I parked in his lawn because it drives him nuts. But I noticed he has a mobile, I don't want to say the words so we'll get demonetized, but some sort of laboratory here for a show called Breaking Bad. And I'm really curious to see what Chris has in here right now. What's going on? There's no explanation for this. He's not moving. What's Chris doing? Wait, hold on. Does he have a mobile lab? Is he getting into the pharmaceutical industry, or what's he doing? You almost hit the peacock, dude.
Oh, hey, you're Dave.
Hey, you're Dave. No, who are you?
I'm Josh.
Watch out for the peacocks.
I don't know. I don't want to hit one though.
No, don't hit the peacock. There's always random peacocks on the road right now. There must be, is there a zoo around here or something? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 random peacocks, and Buddy in the 350 or 370, I didn't catch the model. Was that 350 or 370? I don't know. They're just covered in peacocks. Damon's always peacocking. You guys remember Joey? I like your hat, by the way. Did I give that to you?
No, it was a wife got for me. Birthday.
Your wife bought it for you?
Birthday, yeah.
With a discount or full price?
Full price.
I am a shitty friend and I appreciate the support. We've got Chris. Chris isn't here right now, so we're in his shop. And we're here to talk trash about Chris for the next 10 minutes, then I'll leave. So what do you want to start with?
His staggered option.
Staggered on the GTR?
Yeah, putting an 8.5 in the rear is, I don't know, it's not wide enough. It's like a Honda stagger right there.
Chris is really, this is a true story here. Let's remove the hoodie for a second. We love Chris. Known him for a long time. He's very cheap. So cheap, he buys used tires. Like he'll buy one used for this side, one for that side. He never has matching tires.
Never.
So if you look at his tires, what brand is on this right now? Nitto? I can't see, man. I'm getting older, Joey. What does it say?
These tires have to be Nittos.
Sure. So Nitto's on the back and what's on the front? I guarantee you they're different.
NT01.
And what's the front? Can you read that? Are they the same?
Oh, they are matching.
Shoot, this never happens.
Oh.
If we look closely, I'm sure there's tires that don't match in this garage.
The previous owner of the used wheels.
Only bought used wheels. Whenever I go for a drive with Chris, I have to check the expiry date on his tires because it'll be like 10 years old. I don't fuck with tires. Tires are really important.
Or wheel weights.
Or wheel weights. If I could only have one car, I can afford the maintenance budget, it'd be a McLaren. 650S is a really good buy for the money.
Being gearheads when we were kids, like, you have to have the race car. That's who we were as kids. We wanted to be fast. We didn't give a shit about looks. Throw a lip and some fancy lights on it, but other than that, 5, 10, 15 PSI through those cars when we were in, I don't know, grade 12, just graduating.
Yeah, thinking bad choices. You lost a lot of money on Integra. Let's tell that story.
Oh, fuck. That's a long story. You know what? Let's start at me being the last one to get a driver's license.
True.
Dave.
Yes.
You pushed me to get that driver's license.
I did.
And then you pushed me to buy your girlfriend's car.
So my ex-wife now, but girlfriend at the time, had a 1992
Your baby's mama.
Acura Integra RS.
GS.
Oh, the GS. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, she was a baller.
Yeah.
And she was selling that because she
Power
wanted to
windows
get...
the sunroof.
What did she get after that? She had a Sunfire, then she bought that car, and she got a Chris's Civic.
Civic, yeah.
So when we were younger, we never actually bought a new car. We just traded cars. Like, he'd have a car and I'd buy it.
Just
and
maneuver
they would just move around over, and this happened for years. I sold your
still
ex-girlfriend a car once,
It's
the
still
94 RS. So anyways, you bought my ex-wife's Acura Integra,
We've swapped BMWs.
and then what happened?
So, I bought the car and I ended up going to, where was I? I was working at Pizza Hut and you were my manager and you came in to help me with the bank loan to get the car.
I had incentive because I was selling it.
So,
Is that true? Did I help you get a bank loan?
yes, you went in with the interview.
Oh
you were there
God.
beside me and I looked at you and I was like, can I do this? And you're like, yeah, of course you could do this.
Always be closing. Pay attention.
So, and yeah, we were like 18 then, right? So, moving forward from that, got the bank loan, got the car. Here I am, fresh driver's license, fresh car, thanks to Dave. Basically employed by you at the point when you were running the place at Pizza Hut.
Didn't I fire you at Pizza Hut?
I can't remember who
No, I
fired
think I
me.
did. Yeah, sort of that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you got somebody else to do it out of pity.
No, I think it was me.
Okay. So oh, what happened? You know, I think
You got some money and you built that car. So tell that story.
I ended up getting in a car accident, and I got a small settlement for my injury claim, and that kind of boosted me into building, or changing the direction of the car's initial build. Swapping the engine to a B16A, and then got bored of that. So I think that engine was in that car for like 2 weeks, and then we pulled that engine out. We did LSV tech, and ran the LSV tech, and again I got bored of it in a couple weeks, and we pulled the engine apart, built it, bought a big turbo kit out of a guy in Ontario.
So I want to get to the chase for these guys because they're lost right now on the technical specs, unless they're Honda guys. You put $35,000 in that car, then it was uninsured and got stolen, you lost everything.
All of it.
Yeah, that's the game of cars sometimes.
It was ICBC. They said they showed me a bunch of similar claims, and they said they couldn't give me any more than $5,000 maximum for aftermarket value because I didn't have an appraisal set on the vehicle.
So where we live, it's government insurance, and there's no negotiating. There's one place to go, and they say if you modify a car, unless you have an appraisal, you're on your own. So Joey lost solid 35 G's on that car.
Yep.
But that's lesson to learn.
And I also broke up with the woman of my dreams at that point, and
Hope your wife doesn't watch this.
so half of the money that ICBC came, she came back to me and we negotiated. She was going to take it all for the debt that we had massed. Fair. And so I actually really only saw about $4,000 from that car. That was my life experience.
Why did someone throw garbage in here?
It's not garbage! So most of our cars have personalized plates, and I've had one that was called Dave DDE, which was my Instagram, which was kind of funny. I did it kind of funny. Chris had an NSX back in the day, a 2004 NSX, the newer of the, well, anyway. And he had a plate made for it that he unfortunately sold the car before the plate arrived. It takes forever where we live. And it was CRNX, so for Chris NSX. That was his Instagram. That wasn't Instagram back then. There was no point to that.
That was his Instagram?
Well, we didn't have Instagram back then. This would have been 15 years ago. So Chris is one whose name kind of an NSX. So if you saw that and you didn't know who Chris was, what would you think that says? Chronosix. Chronosix. Chrome NSX.
Chrome NSX.
You know, I hate to say it, but Chris is that guy. He's that neighbor.
Is
Is he a hoarder? We should report him to the city.
It's the city.
Hey, by the way, that was mine. Well, it turns out Chris isn't home, so this whole trip was kind of not pointless. Let's go see Joey, but I didn't get the satisfaction of Chris responding to me for it was long because he actually gets really mad when I do this. So inherently, as long-time best friends, we do it every single time. That's the trick of having childhood friends: is you have these things you do that piss each other off, but you love each other for it. I don't have a brother. They have friends that basically make up for that. Chris, in a lot of ways, is like a brother. We've had some big adventures together. We've been through some stuff together. He's done very well for himself. I've done okay. Probably could have skipped a few divorces, but that's neither here nor there. You want to get mugged today? This is the right ATM for that. Okay guys, so I'm going to voice over this because I don't want to use the original audio because I wasn't very happy. But privacy is really important to both Damon and I. So please, 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 if you see us, please, please, please do not follow us home. There's certain areas, like if I'm going to a gas station, sure, but if you see me driving into my street or my neighborhood, I'm not gonna be happy if you follow me home. So respect our privacy. We appreciate you guys so much, but there's a time and place, and it's definitely not in our house. Luckily at the time, my kids weren't with me. If my kids were with me, it would have been different. So backstory behind that last clip, I was coming home from getting some groceries. It was just me and my car. I went for a drive to see Chris and Joey. Obviously Chris wasn't home, and I didn't notice the car. Usually I watch, but the car followed me. I won't pull into where I live because I want to have my privacy. I wasn't paying attention, pull, and I see the car, and I assumed it was Uber Eats or something like that. And then I back the guy when I get out, and it's like, hey, and he just wanted to say hi. And it's hard because not everyone's intent is bad, but you got to understand boundaries. And my home is off limits, so it's probably my biggest pet peeve of anything that comes with being an influencer. Having a following, it's 99% amazing, and then there's 1% where it's like lack of privacy in that situation where someone follows you to your house. If my kids were with me, I would have been really pissed off. I wasn't mean by any means, but I was just like, you can't follow me home, man. Like, come on, think about it for a second. Some people get it, some people don't get it. So I know Damon's dealt with this at his house a few times. So yeah, don't come to our house. It's not going to be a good experience, especially if our kids are home. But we do love you guys, and I wish we could do fan meets. When we did them in the States, they were insane. Like, we had thousands of people, and it was beyond overwhelming. It's one thing to talk to a camera all day, but when you have 1, 2, 3,000 people all wanting to say hi to you, it's definitely a surreal experience, because when we look at views on a video, it's a number, and it's real, but it's not real. It's like, if a video has, say, 500,000 people that watched it, think about how many people that is. Think about a concert you go to, or a sports game, and there's 40,000 people in the arena, and that's a lot. Like, you watch the crowd. Imagine that 500,000. It's a lot of people. So I couldn't imagine standing in front of 500,000 people and having to talk. I couldn't do it. Even 1,000 people, I start getting nervous, and it's uncomfortable. Because again, right now I'm alone, and it's just you guys and my phone I'm staring at right now, but you're not actually here.
Good morning, everybody. I am currently in the process of making some eggs. I have some English muffins being toasted, and I'm making some bacon. Presley's a big fan of bacon, so we're gonna make the girl a little bacon this morning. I'm trying to find out if she wants any eggs, though. She's upstairs playing, and she can't hear us. Anyhow, I don't have a whole lot today that I can think of. I need to make a vlog. I'm trying to come up with like the general concept of what the video is going to be about. We have a bunch of delays, which really screws us when it comes to making videos. Presley, come here, please. I need to know if you want this. The bacon's ready. So I got to come up with the general idea for the video, and then execute that, but we have a bunch of delays. So the 720 is taking like about a week and a bit longer than we expected. The straight pipe exhaust for the CGT is taking a little longer because it had some specialty hardware that holds the exhaust in, as far as I know. So talking to Chris from Unobtainium, he had to outsource to a machine shop these special bungs that hold on to the exhaust. Hey kiddo, say hi to everybody. Do you want any scrambled eggs to go with your bacon? And I got this for you, an English muffin. You like these, right? You want one of these? No.
Just bacon.
Just bacon.
Yeah.
That is not breakfast, girl. That is not breakfast, girl. What?
I already had breakfast.
What'd you have?
I had oatmeal.
You had oatmeal.
And I'm talking
Give Dad a little sugar.
And I'm
Gotcha.
talking to Grace.
Oh, okay. All right, well then I will just make this for myself. I made my own bacon and egg McMuffins, guys. Pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. They're better than McDonald's. You guys, if you wanna get your YSLB crew neck, the mugs, or if you wanna get the DD embroidered tan hoodie, as well as the pullover hoodie, or any of those items, they are all available, limited edition, until Monday morning. Go now, shopdd.com or yslb.com, and then they're done. That's it. Not doing them again. That's why we do limited edition. We did a very small run, which blew out right away. We didn't anticipate they were gonna sell out that quick. So then we decided, well, we would do our normal numbers, and we will create a pre-sale until we reach those numbers. And it's only good till Monday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So swipe up, go to the store if you want one. Don't say I didn't tell you. You son of a bitch. So a lot of people are like, it's spring now. Why don't you guys just drive the cars at any given time? Well, just because it's spring doesn't mean it won't snow. So it's full on snowing. We were just working out in the garage, minding our business, and we've got a winter wonderland. Look at it. So yeah, this is why. This is also why you need snow tires for the passes to drive here till the end of this month at the minimum. So this is pretty crazy. I guess I'm not taking the cars out today because now they're all on summer tires.
This is why the pool is not open.
This is also why the pool's not open yet. Although it would have been cool if the pool was open. Anyhow,
We would, but we don't need our pipes freezing, I guess.
it's coming down pretty good.
Dino! Dino!
Come on, buddy. Now come jump on this. Now come play. Look at Look at this. He ran inside.
Dino!
Well, guys, welcome to Canada.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Everything's on summer tires. I was hoping to make a vlog today, but that would be a big nope, unless it clears up, which it could. In an hour, this could be all gone. It could be sunny out and everything melt. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know how long or how much of this is supposed to come down. Ah, it's crazy. He's hiding inside. Dino's hiding inside. He doesn't want any part of the snow.
Come here.
Why are you making fun of me?
Because you lift no weight.
And then what?
That's it. I can feel it. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Stop! Stop! Stop making fun of
I
me.
wait for it every time. And then Dave watches you and he's like,
What? I was lifting weights. I was doing this.
50 pounds.
That's a lot.
And your form was awful.
Why? What was wrong with my form? I was lifting it. It's 50 pounds. I was lifting it with one arm like this. Ow! Ow! Ah, ow! What? Stop making fun of me. Let's see. What are you lifting?
I was running around with the dog.
Mamma mia, meatball. Mama made Italian, hey? Italian dinner, Italian supercars.
Italian dog.
It's a French bulldog.
French.
He's not an Italian bulldog.
French. French is also Italian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Presley, what did we do?
Well, yeah, what did you guys do while I
What
was
did we
out
do?
filming?
We went to the dollar store.
No, we did not go to the dollar store.
We're going tomorrow, right, Mom? Hey, you promised me.
Suggestive comments. This is what Presley does.
No,
here for my school
we
project.
took Dino for a walk. We took him for a walk.
Dog park?
Yeah, and then there's like a really good trail along there. So we took him there, and
Was he well behaved?
it was really good. And we put his little walk on his stories on his Instagram.
What are these?
Dino.
They're so good.
DD
What are these?
meatballs.
You made these?
Sure, I did. I slaved over them. Yeah.
No, you didn't. Where are they from?
Urban Fare grocery store.
They're delicious.
They're grass-fed beef.
One of my favorite things ever. Oh, I got two more. Is pasta and pizza.
You know what?
Two of my favorite things. What?
I bet they will agree that this is like the best pasta sauce. Ray's.
Oh yeah, that stuff's good.
So good.
Got nice here today, finally, guys. It was like snowing earlier.
It was the weather. It was bipolar.
Literally, polar.
Does not know what
Bipolar Express.
to do, right?
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm starving. Look how nice I got.
So
Look-
pretty.
look-
Our living
look
room
at
gets
her.
like flooded with afternoon, like evening.
Look how
sun.
nice
It's
I got.
So pretty.
Gorgeous. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm pointing in the right way, but I
Hair.
Oh God.
don't have hair. A little weirdo. I'm putting extra parm on mine. I'm
You're gonna get
extra
hate
sauce.
in the comments. It's like
For what?
you're ruining that with Kraft Parmesan.
I don't care. Again, anybody with kids, this is normal. Anybody without kids, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, guys, story time. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I have a sibling. I have a younger sister.
This
She's
is my
about
auntie.
That is correct. She is your auntie. Her name's Athena, and she's about a year and a half younger than me. And today happens to be National Sibling Day. I actually had no idea about this. So shout out to my sister. So wifey was just saying like it's National Sibling Day. And earlier this morning when I was cooking, I was like, hey, I have pictures of me when I was like a kid cooking at my parents' restaurant. And I thought those would be kind of fun to show you guys and tell you this story because, you know, I don't cook a lot, but being that I grew up in a restaurant, it's not that I don't know how to cook. I do know how to cook. I just don't enjoy the process of cooking a lot
You
of the
only
time.
cook eggs and bacon
I cook,
and English muffins.
I cook other stuff too, but just not very often. Wifey's an amazing cook, and she enjoys cooking, so she does the cooking around the house for the most part. But I can cook.
And me.
Long story short. So I was looking for this photo, like all day I had you go look,
And I was like looking all over the place.
scouring the house. And long story short, when she said it was National Sibling Day, she goes, check out the photo your sister posted of you. It's the photo I was looking for. Now, I don't know if she has a copy of it because I have a picture. I think I have the original, or maybe we have duplicates or something like that. Because this is back when you had to actually go and get your photos printed. But this is me, if you can see this. And that's my sister. And we are at my parents' restaurant. And we're cooking on the flat top. Now, I don't know what my parents were thinking because that's not safe. I would never put Presley on a chair because we're standing on a chair in order to get up that high. I would never put Presley on a chair on a greasy floor in a kitchen to stand over top. Like, my sister's gotta be like, I don't know, how old do you think Athena is in that photo?
I don't know.
3?
She's like 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you grew up in the 80s,
I'd be like 5 or 6. I mean, like, we're young. Anyhow, I also came home in between the seats of a MG sports car, which, if you know an MG, there's no seatbelt or anything there. So, and I would have come home at the end of January 31st or February 1st or something, like winter.
in a
So
bassinet.
Yeah, and a bassinet. So my parents were nuts, apparently. Anyhow, this is a really cute photo of me and my sister. That's me as a little boy cooking in the restaurant. And we have another photo of my sister and I swimming in the pool. We had an indoor pool. So my parents had a motel. I've made a video about this on the main channel. We went to Port Alberni, where I grew up. And we had a pool and a little motel and a restaurant and a little RV campground in the background. My parents were entrepreneurs, and they were in the hospitality management business. So anyhow, there I am as a little punk kid. I was into BMX and I was into all sorts of stuff. So
I found more pictures of you guys.
really, what are these? Apparently, Presley has more photos.
Some of them are of me and Tyler.
Okay, well, let's see. Can you find? We're not going through the whole thing of photos here. Are there any photos of me as a kid in there? Stand by. Okay, Presley found some pretty good photos. This is the Timber
restaurant?
Lodge. That's the motel. The restaurant's inside there. The pool you guys were looking at is right there in between the two buildings. Right in between those two buildings, that building in the background and the campground's in the back. So anyhow, I made a video going back to this place in my Ferrari Scuderia years ago with Dave. You guys will get a kick out of that if you want to see that video. I'll put a link to in the description if you want to go watch it. This place looks completely different from when my parents owned it. Now, you can take that, Presley. I'm going to show one more.
Does your mom still work here? Or does she work at the hotel?
Okay. Apparently you don't know where your grandmother lives. Apparently your grandmother does. You have no. Apparently she has no concept of what country her grandmother lives in. Grandma lives in Switzerland and we're in Canada. It's about half the world away. Anyhow. So here we have a photo of me, and that is Tyla.
My big sister.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't so big there. Tyla is only about 3 years old here.
You're wearing glasses also, which you never wear anymore.
Yeah, I'm supposed to. And then here's another photo. This one's cool.
You and Mia.
That is Mia. I'm holding Mia's hand. We're at the beach. I have a few less back tattoos then. And
Now you have a whole bunch.
yeah, and we were going in the water and playing around. This is in Victoria. And this isn't far from where my dad lives, Grandpa. And last but not least, oh, this one's a good one. This is shortly after I left the Brick. So I had a job selling furniture and mattresses, and I worked in a company called The Brick. It's not the world's. It's the largest furniture and mattress store in Canada. Anyhow, you can see the Brick in the background here, and you can see me in a suit and a tie. Someone took my photo while I was on a phone call. I don't recall who I was having coffee with. Probably another person from who I worked with.
Your mom. I think it was your mom.
Was it my mom visiting? Anyhow, that's a pretty funny photo of me. That's the last time I think you'd ever really see me in a work suit. So there you go. A couple of fun photos, memory lane, and that's it. I have lots of other photos. We'll bring them out and tell stories some other time. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace. Here you go, Preston.
Oh my gosh.